The focus of this lesson is on evaluating exponential functions, and we can tell that we're working with exponential functions because we have a base raised to a variable power. And so in our first example we have h of x is 1/4 raised to the 1 minus 2x power. And so we want to find what is h of 3/2. And so all this boils down to is where there's an x, you replace it with the value that you're evaluating at. So in this case, we're going to replace our x with 3/2. So instead of saying 1 minus 2x, it's going to be 1 minus 2 times 3/2, since that is the value that we're evaluating at. And so then from there, it's just a matter of simplifying and making sure you follow all your exponent rules properly. And so we have 1/4 as our base, keep that. And then 1 minus 2 times 3/2 is 6/2, which is 3. And so this ends up being 1/4 raised to the -2 when you take 1 minus 3. But then you do need to simplify that. So notice that the power is negative. So the negative causes your base to be reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 1/4 is 4. And then you're left with the positive version of the power, so 2. So this is 4 to the second, which is 4 times 4, which is 16. And you're done. If you want to evaluate g of x equals -2 to the x plus 1, you're going to go ahead and take your g and evaluate it at your 3. So I'm going to change that color just so you can kind of see that that's who we're evaluating at. And then we have -2 to the 3 plus 1. So where there was an x, replace it with 3. And then go from there, making sure again that you follow your exponent rules. So -2 to the 3 plus 1 is to the 4th power. A power acts on what it's right up against. And so in this case, the power is up against the 2, not the -2. If it was up against the -2, the -2 would have to be in parentheses, but it is not. And so you can think of this as -1 times 2 to the 4th, if that's more helpful for you. But either way, that power is only acting on the 2. But 2 to the 4th is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 16, and then times your -1. So this ends up being -16.